matter how many times I come back to this beach, it just looks awesome. God. Could this game look any more beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Fiora looks great. And that's it. I was thinking was talking about the sunset. No. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, it was all about family, and Charlotte got a 4th skill tree to boot. This episode, though, we are going to be working on bits in the mechanic side, and what better way, and what better the representation than our lovely Lady Fiora here. Now, let's start off with a nice little heart-to-heart between our two lovebirds back when it all started again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Just like old times, says Dunban.
Shulk, can I ask you a favor? Just a little one.
Absolutely. If you think it's something I can help you with, I mean.
Yeah, it has to be you.
This sounds important. What do you need me to do?
Never mind. It's fine.
Are you sure, Fiora? I don't mind what it is. Just ask if you need to.
You sure you won't mind?
Something's really bothering you. You never used to hide stuff from me back at the colony.
I know I didn't, but that was a long time ago, Shulk. And if I tell you, I know you'll get angry.
Maybe. Maybe not. But you'll have to ask to find out. So, what's it to be?
Sorry, I can't.
It's alright, Fiora. If it's too difficult, you don't have to worry.
I want to tell you, but I think you might get mad. Promise me you won't get angry. Promise me, Shulk.
Okay. I promise. Whatever you tell me, I won't get mad at you.
So, the thing is, you know I have a machina body, and I was wondering about us. We won't be able to grow old together like old people do.
I hadn't thought of that. But so what?
That's why I wanted to tell you. You need to find someone who you can grow old with.
What? I don't care about that. You know I don't care, right?
But listen to me, Shulk. You've been good to me, and I have feelings for you, but it's getting complicated and...
Fiora, it's all gonna be okay. I'll look after you for as long as we're both alive. No matter what happens to us. My feelings for you won't change.
Do you really mean that? Then I won't keep going on. I'm sorry I said those things. Knowing that you'll stay with me for as long as possible, it makes me very glad.
I know it won't be easy. It's a rocky road ahead. But as long as we're honest with each other, I know we'll be fine.
I won't forget that. Thank you, Shulk.
My two little lovebirds. God, I love you. And such a reason to why I love this heart-to-heart and pretty much the entire story in general is like most RPGs or JRPGs, they're like, oh, will they, won't they? But then they keep on shoving the relationship down, as in like making it a point. Final Fantasy X, or pretty much a lot of Final Fantasy games, really like, hey, look, here's an overarching narrative, but let's just make these two characters the vocal point.
Mm-hmm.
This game, though, it doesn't actually do that. Yeah, sure, it's there, but once this portion of the game comes around and comes and goes, you kind of get the point. Like, yeah, sure, they like each other. And as far as the actual story regarding cutscenes, though, that's where it pretty much ends. You know what? I can appreciate that in a manner of ways. The game and the narrative respects your time. It makes you connect the dots, and it's alright. And it's right to throw it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But now, another reason why I like this heart-to-heart, and this for a personal reason, this probably won't apply to anyone else, but regarding another side of the Heart to Heart, and we'll probably put it on screen right now and show what's going on. The straight positive answer, it talks about if people reject Fiora the way she is now, Shulk would move away from everyone, despite what other people might say. And if I can relate to this, for those who don't know by now, which case, what have you been watching the entire time? Alice is from America, and I'm from the UK. When I first talked to my family about, hey, you know, I've got this person who I'm now in a relationship with, she's in America, you know, I'm gonna pop over and see her, and, you know, we'll see what happens. Most of my family were probably reluctant because, oh, you know, meeting a person online, especially in a new country, especially when you're going by yourself, traveling-wise, they were skeptical. They were worried.
And so are my parents.
Yeah, but you didn't care what they thought. You knew this person well enough that you thought, you know what, I'm gonna take this chance. And at the end of the day, we kind of separated from our family for a bit. It pretty much coincides with last episode, you know, not having spoken to your family for quite some time, but you reconnect. This is one of the reasons why. And at the end of the day, again, when you really want to go for someone, you kind of put everyone's opinions out of your mind. So that's the little reason to why I love this Heart to Heart so much. It just touches me in many ways. And I know it's probably a personal thing, it's not going to apply to everyone, but hey, if a game can connect with you, and even just the subtle things, it's doing a good job. Anyway though, getting back to the gameplay, there is a reason why we are sticking to this area and not fast traveling anywhere. We have a person to kill, and surprisingly enough, you actually need the materials from this fight. So we'll get into that when we come across it. There you are, you little blighter. and from the skies, we have an interactive fight with Reverend Bellev. This guy is unique for many reasons. His biggest party piece is that he has not one, but two talent arts. Each one physical, and another one is ether. But first of all, his first one is Fish Festival, which I feel like is his biggest art to deal with. It has Pierce, and it can inflict haste on himself. His ether talent art is not really that bad. It's vulnerable too, and that causes paralysis, although to be fair, that's not really a danger here. Another one is that he can slow you down with an attack called Slow Water, and knockdown spin, which can, well, spot top of you is not really much of a problem. And not only that, he also has Hooper Friend with make things extra difficult because they can put you to sleep as well. But if you're able to take care of the Yin monster first, he's not really that bad of a fight.
He could be especially dangerous when you're first coming in here.
When you don't know what's going on, especially when it's just Shulk and Fiora. So I would recommend you not take him on at least without a little bit of a backup. However, the odd bugs he drops, haven't done that in a while, are Horror Burst, Happy, Covert Stance, and Spear Break. Oh, is it not just a pain in the arse? But hey, we got the stuff we needed, and he wants the Upa Tears. I see, you've gathered the ingredients. That is precisely what we needed. Now I continue treatment. I extend to you my deepest gratitude. Beep boop. I see no end to the casualties as long as the Mechon are around. I will do everything I can to help those who need it. Give us our gear and shove it up your Mechon hole. But I guess that we get another achievement called Honorary Machina. Achieve 3 stars in the Hidden Village. Which, I'll be honest, regarding these kind of achievements is the easiest to do because the village does not take time to fill up at all.
Welcome.
And NPCs are plenty.
This isn't good. I can't just leave my work. Oh, it's you. Here, again in my hour of need. I'm sure you'll hear me out, right? You remember that I was locked out of my house, don't you? Thanks to you, I managed to fix the door and get back inside. When I got in, my precious mechanical flower was wilting. I wanted to water it, but the water around here is no good. You can only give mechanical flowers pure water. You can sympathize, right? Can you bring some pure water? Really? You're all too kind. Okay, I'll be waiting here.
The same place as we got the water for Fiora is now here again.
Even though we have clean water in our inventory still.
No. We need pure water. Clean and pure are two different things. But that's the only place in the game which is pretty much the same item spawns twice for 2 different quests. Weird. It's a good thing Shug went to that spring instead of the ocean.
Welcome. Sorry, I know you must have gone through a lot of trouble to get it. But it looks like it'll take more than just pure water. It needs some kind of plant food. I heard you can make it by mixing electric Upatiers and pure water. I need that or my flower will die. Please, will you bring me some electric Upatiers?
To electrify it,
Welcome.
I suppose.
Ah, you're back. Great, it's the electric Upatiers. I better hurry up and make the plant food. Come on, my little flower, you can make it. Wow, look at it. It's back to its old self. It's even bigger than before, just like Veronica said. You guys have been so great. I really want to thank you. I know, take this key. It's been lying around the house for about 10 years now. I've forgotten what it's for. Take it. It's yours.
You actually need to do these side quests for many reasons. Lightning attack and Mechanic's key. That's important. So much so that you can't dismiss it. You have to take it. And I'm sorry if I'm giggling a bit because now I have to imagine either not seeing a flower bloom. It's either that, or just now imagining Shulk in order to try and bring Fiora back to life, just dunking her head in the ocean. As in, breathe, Fiora! Breathe! Or drink, Fiora, while dunking her head in the ocean. But there is a reason to why you want to get that key. So much so, we have to talk to an old friend.
How's it going?
The other day, I met another Homs just outside the village. Looks like we weren't the only ones who survived. His name is Theo, and he was a member of the recon squad. I never met him, but I heard all sorts of good things about him.
How's it going?
Come on, where is that thing? Been looking for so long, I'm almost ready to give up.
If you don't mind me asking, what's wrong?
Hey! I know that voice. Fiora? Yes, it is you.
Is that you, Karlos? We all thought you died at the Battle of Sword Valley. I'll thank the stars you're really alive.
I fell down from the sword and the village held me back here.
Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe it. The colony residents are going to be overjoyed when they hear.
Oh man, this brings it all back. Haven't seen you since I enlisted in the defense force. And you look so different, wow.
Well, a few things have changed for me since then. But back to you. Is something wrong?
Oh yeah, I was happy to see you again. I almost forgot. I've lost something really important to me. It's a sword on which I swore an oath to my best friend. We enlisted in the defense force at the same time.
What happened to it?
I think I must have lost it when I fell off the sword. I haven't seen it since that day.
Would you mind if I helped you? I mean, it would mean a lot to you if you would let me do this for you. I kind of feel it's fate that we met here today. I know I can find it.
Just like you when you were a kid. Rash enough to accept any challenge no matter how difficult. I guess with Vanguard, I wanted you for the defense force.
Rash, come on, don't be so mean.
I'm sorry, Fiora. I'm just glad you haven't lost that sweet old Fiora charm. Okay then, so you'll look for it.
Thanks. You'll have it back in no time.
You do me a massive favor, Fiora. Start looking around the rest of the Fallen Arm. I'll be looking elsewhere in the meantime. Is that okay with you? I'm looking for sure. I'm looking to see if it's out in the... Oh no, on the balcony, I suppose. I also love it. I also love the fact that we're seeing new NPCs that we haven't met before from Colony 9. It extends the family as well as the story. And if you couldn't tell by the dialogue, here we are again, another skill tree side quest. This one though, it's pretty easy. As long as you have that key in place. And we've been here for a couple of times. That's where Shulk saved a Fiora while she was having a difficult time adjusting to her new body. Now, the sort of thing is, red button here. You check it out. This is what that key was for. It unveiled a ladder. Imagine the Mechonis had to keep a separate key for the Machina, which, keep in mind, is able to have things hover, fly, and God knows what. But no, they needed to install a ladder. A ladder, of all things.
And they had the key to the literal Mechonis as well.
For some reason. Oh no, I guess Mechon. I guess Mechon codes were needed. But if you think this is actually a new location, you're wrong. We've actually seen this place before, in a cutscene no less, when Ryan and Charla found Shulk and were up top. This where they were. Another instance of the game just making use of every single location and making sure no asset is put to waste regarding narrative. I love it.
This isn't going well.
Hang in there, just a little longer.
Hanging in there was my problem. That's why I got hurt. I don't know how ladder does work, Fiora. Meanwhile, Ryan's like, I'm quiet. I'm doing nothing. But, again, the ether deposit is here. Just so you know, there is a secret location which you probably should explore about. We have an oath sword. Again, like I said, pretty damn simple. It's more or less in the finding of a key that was the challenge.
And restoring a wilted flower.
I suppose. A flower to a sword, there's some kind of poetic joke in there, but I'm not smart enough to think. Go on.
How's it going?
Karlos.
That smile. You must have... The sword, you found it.
Is this the sword you were looking for, Karlos?
That's it. You found it. This is the sword in which I swore an oath to my friend. Where did you find it?
It was embedded in the power pipe ruins. It's tougher than it looks.
No, it's a crummy sword, alright. It was a masterstroke luck that it didn't shatter on impact.
I told you so. I knew I could find it for you.
You were right. What would I have done without you to sort me out? And even if it seemed a bit rash on your part, if you couldn't take guess a subtle hint of plentiful, I'm glad you helped me. But now I can uphold the oath that I made. I promised to protect Natalia for as long as I drew breath.
The sword is really important to you, hey? I'm glad it worked out for you.
Well, I guess this isn't much, but I want you to have my daggers. They're well made, have sturdy grips, and will serve you well. I have my oath sword now, so won't be needing them anymore. It's the least I can do to say thank you for finding it. Thank you, Fiora.
Don't mention it, Karlos. It was my pleasure.
Now we get Jack daggers, which we already have. But we'll take it to be nice. We get Fiora's Rashness. And also Social Butterfly was in there, which basically talk to a certain amount of NPCs. This one is counter-attack rate, meaning Fiora's arsenal and utilities just go up and up and up.
Fitting for counterattack rashness.
And this works well with daggers because you can pretty much counter twice. I suppose. So you know what, Fiora, you keep on being more useful. So I think, though, guys, we are gonna call things there. So what have we done? We've talked about long distance relationships, heart to heart, fixing flowers, getting Oopas with electric Oopa tears. and I said it, I can't stop saying it, electric Oopa tears. We got a key, and we got a sword. We got a myriad of things this episode. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like it. If you don't like it, well, then you can go cry. Electric Oopa tears. But if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe. And again, thank you all for watching. We see you next time. Ryan, stand up straight and don't cry.
Electric Oopa tears.
You see? Now you, SNO, you can't stop saying it. Electric Oopa tears. See you next time, guys. You know we will be doing for the next five minutes.